All right, hello everyone. My name is Dale, and this is my partner Stephanie. And we just did our white light shield meditation. She's outside of the tent, and today we are going to be introducing the Hindu pantheon. And so we have our special friends today to introduce that. It's going to be Ganesha, the elephant headed one, Parvati, and Shiva. And so we are calling them in. Stephanie is outside of the tent. Do you already notice anything outside the tent, Stephanie?
Oh yeah, the colors are very vibrant. The tent is actually red right now. And I'm just seeing all sorts of hits of like really rich like reds, greens, yellows, purples. It's just colorful and saturated and lots of texture. And it smells like yeah, it smells like India actually, like what you'd think.
Places.
Yeah, it's like spices and stuff. So I'm like, okay. And then I hear like it's funny, I do hear like India themed music. That's great. So um all right, I'll walk inside the tent.
Okay. I just had the jet over my head again.
Oh, sorry, I just had a tap on my shoulder. Um so yeah, I'm walking in and I see Ganesh sitting lotus style in the center. It's like a nice round room with, different fabrics like draped, and then there's like cushions and rugs and there's a hookah.
I love that.
um okay, so first off, that's I see Ganesh, so I'm just gonna sit in front of him and go from there.
Okay. Little known fact, I had a hookah all of college. It was lit always.
Okay. So I'm just gonna describe what I'm doing. So I'm sitting like directly in front of Ganesha and kind of just exchanging energy, and kind of like having a conversation like, you ready for this? So uh I feel him ready to come in, so I'm just gonna take a minute.
Okay.
Okay. Hello, hello. Hello, Dale.
Hello, Ganesha. Welcome.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here.
I'm so happy to have you here. I was just showing everyone a picture of you because we over here on this side of the world aren't so familiar with this pantheon, and I'm so excited to have you here to help introduce it to us.
I am so delighted to be along this journey with you. I will be your guide on this journey.
Okay, awesome. So I was going to start off with giving people just a brief myth, like to catch us up to what the myths say about you and and Shiva and Parvati. Is that okay?
Yes, please do.
Okay. So Ganesha is very interesting because he's one of the most beloved in the Hindu pantheon. He's known as the remover of obstacles, guardian of beginnings, protector of wisdom, and guide of spiritual initiation. And what's very interesting about you, Ganesha, is that we learned that in the Hindu tradition, it's people call you in first before connecting or starting their ceremonies with whatever deity they would like to call in next. What would you like to say about the reason for that?
Well, essentially, the belief, the idealism around it is connected to I am the bridge between the divine and humans. And so you can look at it like I create the container. I'm like you, a container creator.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, according to the story, you were created by Parvati out of her own essence.
Yes.
So that's true. And then you were created in the story, it says to guard her bathtub while she bathed.
Yes. Yes. The story is true.
Interesting. Okay. And then as she bathed, Shiva was gone, and when he returns, you didn't recognize him.
No, he didn't know who I was.
He didn't
And
recognize
he thought,
you.
who are you? Because I tried to stop him. I've never seen him before. I had never seen him before. Parvati created me, mother created me, with her essence. And she did, you know, because Shiva is my father, she did draw from him as well, but he didn't know I existed yet. He was
Interesting.
gone. So
And
he
so
came
in
upon.
this confusion, he comes home and he's like, "Who are you? What are you doing here?" And
Essentially, both of us were like, who are you? I was like, no. And he's like, excuse me.
yes, and then the story goes, he beheaded you.
Yes.
And in Parvati's grief, Shiva understands, like, oh, I've made an error here. And
Mm,
that's when
yeah.
he puts the elephant head on top of you and brings you back to life. And so, what would you like to clarify? You've been saying all of this is true. So, what else would you like to tell us about these stories?
So the great thing about the beheading is more of also a metaphorical conversation because it's you can think of it also as death of ego and wisdom when the elephant head comes on.
Mm.
Yeah. Um, I don't know if that answers your question, but I just wanted to also say that it could be considered more metaphorical too. But the initial fusion construction of me was purely created by my mother to be with her. Well, my father was gone, and so really interesting way to meet your father.
Yes. And so how I mean I'm just it's so interesting because I understand I'm talking to a god, and so you're telling me all these stories are true, but at the same time you're a family at the same time. It's just so many layers to understanding this pantheon. What would you like to help us understand about these familial ties? It, I think makes you all unique compared to the other pantheons we'll be exploring.
Well, in, so family is very important. The familial ties kind of reflect what happens in the unseen as well.
Mm.
And also, when you take you'll as you explore and begin to understand and integrate the Hindu practices and framework, you'll start to understand there's more uh, incarnations, just the way things are worded and the way things are kind of branched out, I guess you can say, seem more family linked, but you'll start to see it kind of reflect over in other religions and frameworks with other deities and gods. But essentially, it's all connected. It's all just connected. Indeed.
And are you able to tell us which Council of Nine member you are part of a lineage? Does that make sense?
Yes, it does make sense. You can pair me with Apollo. Yeah.
Okay, that's what I was figuring too. Very close to source. Okay, thank you. And then I also was curious about why are you known as the remover of obstacles?
Essentially, it goes along with the concept of connecting to the divine. So when you connect with me, I create a full clear path channel. And so I am considered the removal of obstacles uh, because I represent new beginnings. And so when there's a new beginning, you don't really see a whole lot of obstacles in your way because it's that fresh point of ready to roll forward. So it's more in the energetic concept of removing of obstacles. Because if you think about it, when you're stepping up to do a really brand new thing, brand new beginning, there are obstacles, but you feel so big and so fresh that you're ready to take them over, that you can just see over them. And so it's representing that energy of no matter what, I'm big enough and I have this internal innate willpower to move forward. And so essentially, it's just a way to express the energy that I hold.
I love that. I love your energy. You're also very tied to just abundance and gold in general. And the entire pantheon is, how would you like to explain the lavish like color and saturation that's in this pantheon?
The, to be a human, to be in the physical, to touch fabrics, to see the colors, to smell the smells. The Hindu pantheon, the lavish, the beauty, it's for the experience. So I encourage you to really make your environment, your space really sensual and textured and colorful. So it's just a reflection or representation of how beautiful life is, and being in this physical reality, this physical realm, being able to have all of these textures and textiles and sensual experiences. So the lavishness and the beauty and the adornments just are embellishments in life, the experience, the expression.
I love that. I live in New Orleans, and yeah, we call that lagniappe. Like, oh, is that a little extra? Why not? Season up your life. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
I love that. And you're also, I would describe the Hindu pantheon as very connected to, as you said, body and dance and movement. And we've been exploring this divine union concepts, and Kundalini activation is something we're going to start exploring. What would you like to introduce those topics to us and how they connect to the pantheon we're going to be exploring with you?
Sorry, I got distracted. Can you repeat the last part?
Okay, how would you like to explain how the Tantra, the Kundalini, all of
Yes.
that connects to the Hindu pantheon that we'll be exploring?
So, I'll give a brief synopsis of it, but there's so much to it. But it is only natural for you to start exploring the Hindu pantheon and the Tantra and Kundalini as you continue to move down your spiritual journey and exploration, because next it's time to unlock your physical body. So Hinduism connected with doing yoga and moving your body, and then also Tantra is more not just it's more energy harnessing instead of I guess I like the way Stephanie put it when she was first working with us the other day. It's just one big edging. It's just all edging. So edging and physical sensation, and then energy, and then working with the chakras is very important. Understand that your chakra is keeping them clean and balanced every single day, and aligning your energy is crucial just to have a comfortable functioning day. But when you really start to work with your body and intentionally move energy and intentionally feel good, you're going to unlock the wonders of the world within.
So true. These chakras, I mean, I'm now loving this temple, this Ferrari of a body, and like
Yes.
the chakras are like these engines, and
They
they get gunked up, going with the Prometheus car guy metaphors, but they get gunked up. And all the practices in the Hindu tradition are all about the movement, and which literally move it out of the way. So
Yeah. So that's why meditation and movement and sound are all very important. You're going to find a lot of mantras, and you're going to discover as you move down this journey that the more you move your body and use your voice, you're going to understand how it really works.
Yeah.
How using this really creates.
Are you able to give us a mantra that you would say like is the Ganesha mantra you'd like us to know?
Let me see if
A
Hang on.
short one, perhaps.
I was trying to help Stephanie pull something through.
Hmm. If not, it's fine.
It goes Om Gan Ganpate Namaha.
Okay.
Om Ganpate Namaha.
Okay.
You will learn more and understand more mantras and how to pronounce things better.
That's true. Sorry, Stephanie. That was a toughie, if you're hearing me. All right. So, Ganesha, what else had I wanted to ask you before we move to Parvati? And so, yeah, what would you like to say is the foundation that you would want humanity to understand the most before, while we explore these layers of these pantheons?
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, I was saying, what do you want us humanity to understand before we continue to explore the different layers of this pantheon? What do you think we need to understand?
Oh, I just have an understanding, not necessarily an understanding, but more of a curiosity and a draw towards inner wisdom and connection. So the understanding to be had is more like a question to be had, the quest within. Uh, dedic- to really get the benefits from Hinduism or any kind of spiritual practice is requires discipline and dedication to yourself. And so the understanding to be had is, understanding how much you want to dive into yourself. And yeah, it's a lot of celebration to be had along the way too.
I love that. And we are going to be dangling and celebrating the whole way.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Ganesha. Well, with love and gratitude, we're going to ask Parvati to come in next and get to meet her.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ganesha.
Hello, Dale.
Hello, Parvati. How are you?
I am well, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm just showing everyone the image of you. You're
Thank
so
you.
so beautiful and floral. You give me Persephone vibes, although I feel as if you're more connected to Isis, would you say?
Well, we're all connected, but a lot, yes, Isis is connected to my lineage.
Hmm. Very cool. So thank you for coming here. Parvati is known, as we said, there's a connection to Isis. And so, of course, there's this theme of motherhood, of the goddess of love, fertility, strength, and beauty, and divine feminine power. Uh, there's a unique term introduced in your Hindu traditions called Shakti, and it says that you are connected to Shakti. What would
Yes.
you like to say Shakti is from your perspective?
Shakti is the essence of the pure divine feminine energy within each individual. And Shakti is a part of each of you that can be nurtured, activated, but she must feel safe to come out.
Mm.
So you activate your Shiva male masculine energy and balance, and if needed, heal. When your Shiva is supporting your Shakti, and Shakti feels safe enough to come out, that is when Kundalini begins.
Hmm. And Kundalini is not the same thing as orgasm, correct?
Correct. Kundalini is the serpent, the energy, the chi, the prana life force that sits in the base of your spine, the human spine. And this energy, when activated, climbs up the spine and through all of the energy centers into the brain and connects you to the divine. And you have more of a harnessed energetic experience rather than a objective, wasteful, orgasmic experience.
Oh, sorry, my internet. Sorry, my internet cut out for a second. My
Okay.
next question was when I think of the Kundalini activation, my mind goes to a silly animated show, Dragon Ball Z, where these people reach these next levels of like energy. What would you like to say is the purpose? Like you say, it brings you closest to God, but is it like open? Like I think of, is it activating DNA? This Kundalini
It is. It
energy.
activates DNA and activates the brain, activates the pineal gland. So the more you do it, the more you awaken the dormant DNA and the dormant codes. If you intentionally work with these energies and intentionally activate your own DNA through your Kundalini energy, that'll help you indeed be able to hold expansive energy
Hmm, I love
and
that.
information.
Okay. And then I love that we're meeting you and Shiva today because within the Hindu pantheon, you two are divine counterparts, like we said, the Isis and Shiva line that we're seeing play out. But all of the stories of the other deities, especially the goddesses, all seem to be connected directly to you as just different expressions of you. And so that makes you especially unique within this pantheon.
It does make me especially unique within this pantheon and all the pantheons that my true consciousness aligns with. And so, in essence, just like other pantheons, I animate multiple expressions. And you'll see in the Hindu pantheon that there are many millions of expressions and gods and incarnated. But
Wow.
essentially, I, uh, just like you, just like anybody, you know how you can pull a different version of you through when a necessary action has to come through? That's what these other goddess expressions can be. Like our main character, and I have these other expressions that go out and do other things. It's like
Okay.
God masking.
Very interesting. Would you say Pantheon still has active players here now that you're expressing out as? Or is that just a yes because the Council of Nine is already expressing and so? But is there like a separate Hindu pantheon lineage that is expressing here too, or no?
Not in the manner
Like
that
as
you're
humans?
there. I was referring to the actual amount of gods that have been created, like that have been worshipped and created throughout the whole since the beginning of Hinduism.
Oh,
Yes. There,
I see.
if you were referencing to a physical human incarnation, we'll leave that one up for open. But I was just referencing the way the Hindu pantheon works. They're called incarnations, but it's just gods that were created by humans for specific things.
Do you think the Hindu pantheon is the has the most gods of all the pantheons here?
Yes.
Okay, very interesting. I know that Emily has once said that of all the religions that are still active here, Hinduism has the most truth um,
Yes.
still in it. It hasn't been pieced out as much as the other ones.
It not as much. So yeah.
Mhm.
The concept of multiple gods is very spot on.
Yes, very interesting. Thank you. Okay, and so what else would you like to tell us today about? We're all obviously we're going through this divine feminine awakening, but specifically the Hindu pantheon is very divine feminine centered. What would you like to teach us about the Hindu pantheon and the importance of the feminine from your perspective today? What would you like us to know?
The importance of I wanted to, because I know you're referencing to just the divine feminine, but awakening. But I wanted to actually be like the awakening, the divine masculine and feminine awakening, um, the wholeness awakening. And so I got a little distracted thinking about that before you finished your question. So can you please repeat the last
No,
part you
that's
want
okay.
me?
Tell us what you would like to say then about the wholeness, because that is key. And all of the stories are very divine counterparts centralized. So what would you like to say about that?
The whole so just um, the whole Hindu concept really is balance and finding polarities, finding balance. Like Shiva is chaos and I am creation, and we accentuate and complement each other. And so you're going to find a lot of the concept of balance and finding balance within the polarities of self in the world around you.
Hmm.
And the way you find that is finding wholeness within self. Gather all of your energies. And this is very energetic. It is all energetic. Everything is energy. So I just want everyone to get the concept of your masculine and feminine energy coming together and you experiencing balance and wholeness within your heart. And so, I'm trying to express that uh, there's nothing to look for outside of yourself. Absolutely nothing to look for outside of yourself. Everything you need is within. And so this journey that you are on really is the journey of inner union, and that is a lot of the storylines you'll see with this journey into the Hindu pantheon. And um, again, we're exploring stories and concepts in philosophies, just like you've explored with other deities and gods. So we're going to have a good time with trying the different flavors of these energies.
Yes. And it's just so interesting because according to the stories, as we met Ganesha, Ganesha is technically your child in the
Yes.
stories, but as well, he's like the person everyone connects to before. So he's like the lead, I wouldn't say the leader, but is there a hierarchical, like you would put him at the top
I would
of
put
this?
him, yes, he
It's so
is the beginning.
very interesting. Okay. And let's see. Is there any other topic you'd like to cover in terms of sacred sexuality and the tantric practices?
Yes. First, I want there's so much there's so much information out there, but not enough conversation out there. And what I'm wanting to share about, um, sacred sexuality shines a little bit differently and has a little bit. Um, it's, Tantra is more Hinduism, and there's a lot of um, strict rules and guidelines to follow along. And then sacred sexuality, there's discipline in it too, but there's a little bit more. Um, A little bit more leeway in having orgasm, I guess you can say.
Interesting. And so you feel like sacred sexuality has more leeway in how you get to the orgasm?
Well, so Tantra's very disciplined as far as no climaxing and just being very focused and touching and present and locking in. Sacred sexuality is the same way with that, but um, there's a little more like with with Tantra, there's more rigidity, more of a patriarchal stance in it still.
Hmm.
And sacred sexuality runs a parallel to it, but there's more to it,
Hmm.
uh, and it's all about alchemy. It's all it is. It's all about alchemy. It's just the different
Right.
types of course that you go down, and so
So this is probably an ignorant question, but is the Kama Sutra connected at all to this tantric practices? Is it connected in any way?
Kama Sutra is a thing of its own
Okay.
compared to Tantra.
Okay. Got it.
There,
And
there,
is it connected to the Hindu pantheon at all, or is it?
it is connected.
Okay.
But they're two separate focuses.
Okay. Okay. All right. So is there anything else you'd like to share with us about Tantra and this like physical energetic edging, I guess, that it's supposed to train you to Kundalini activate, correct?
Essentially, yeah. And what it is receiving touch and feeling energy with a partner. It really is. I would encourage you to practice with your partner, not just jumping right into getting to the orgasm, but spend some time actually like playing with feathers or just touching. When's a lot like letting somebody else touch you in places that you know. So essentially, what I'm getting at is I'm recommending um, really slowing down, being in the moment with your partner, looking, do eye gazing, and just really be in each other's energy without going into having sex. Try that.
I love that. Very intimate and loving. Beautiful. Thank you, Parvati. Okay, is there anything else you'd like to share with us? Maybe something we misunderstand about our bodies that you'd like to illuminate before we end our conversation and move to the next?
I would like to actually it's not cliche to say that your body is a temple. Your body is a temple. And the more you start to acknowledge that and recognize your body for the beautiful machine that it is, the beautiful temple that it is, uh, the more you're going to really enjoy being a human and experiencing things. So I recommend enjoy the taste of things, enjoy the texture, the flavor, the smells, enjoy the people around you. And if you don't enjoy the people around you, you know then there's something to be done. But
Different people.
yeah, but really just be in your body.
I love that. Thank you so much, Parvati. That was beautiful.
You're welcome.
Okay, now we're going to ask your love to come in. Shiva. Thank you, Parvati.
Hello.
Hello, Shiva. Welcome.
Thank you.
I want to just show people really quick the image of you. You know, we see you in the midst as this blue, very strong man, and you're often pictured with your eyes closed because you're this master of meditation and introspection.
Yes.
I love that. And so how would you like to explain? She explained to you as chaos, and so how would you like to explain that energy that you carry as the chaos that Parvati attached to you, and yet also you're this very stoic man as well? Did this come to be?
I'm destruction. And the destruction brings new beginning. That I help reset.
I love that.
And I I hold the space in my meditations, creating new beginnings. And when I wake from slumber to help change and shift. So know that I am awake. I'm here to arise within every one of you to help course the change that is coming, that is happening now. Mm.
Change can bring fear. And so, what do you say to those who are facing these fears?
Fear not. Fear illusions. You create this world. I say, if you find fear, face it with curious. Face it with wonder. Fear is signal for growth.
Thank you.
Yes.
You always come forward so powerful and ancient. I love your energy, Shiva. Thank you for sharing it with us.
Thank you.
You're often depicted with serpents.
Yeah.
What would you like to say about this serpent connection to you?
Serpent starts all. Serpent is life, wisdom. Serpent's friend, family.
That's true. And so it's also connected, I believe, to like your third eye work that you're most connected to, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, we've met the being known as Wajet before, the ancient Egypt being. And so I'm assuming there is a connection to the serpent energy and Wajet and you.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. And so from your perspective, what does the third eye symbolize?
Third eye symbolize access to the universe, access to self. The third eye is the creation and imagination coming together and through physical. Yes.
And so when someone is chasing the idea of opening their third eye, what would you say to someone who's choosing to stay like is it just green lights go, or is there like a warning? What's your advice to someone about to go down the path of opening up their third eye?
First off, never chase a line. And the more you feel safe with self, the more you allow self to see and third eye open. So find safety in your foundation. The more you ground in, the more you see. Yes.
Thank you. I'm also curious from your perspective, Shiva, like the entire Pantheon, the idea of masculine and feminine is a little different than what we're used to here in the Western world. What would you like to say? What makes the masculine unique in the Hindu pantheon that we would benefit from learning?
masculine holds his feminine just as balanced as masculine. So in heart, fully aligned with both energies makes for balanced life, balanced choices.
Mm.
Yes.
What I wish more men adopted here is the idea that you all have in the Hindu pantheon, where you adorn yourselves, even men. Um, uh,
Ah,
Men choose to be
beautiful.
beautiful as well as handsome more often than they do here in my world, unfortunately. What do you say to the men out there who are maybe repressed a little bit, and maybe they do want to get an earring, maybe they do want to do that, but they're afraid it makes them less of a man? What do you say to that?
Nothing makes anybody less of a person. Only their own thoughts do. So I say, be self, express yourself, authenticity. Yes. Just if one is fearful of wearing something that makes them happy, one should ask themselves, why am I allowing this to put me in a small place? You've got questions to ask self.
So
And
true. I love how you make things make so much sense, clear and to the point. I love that about you.
thank you.
Is there anything that you'd like to touch on about the Kundalini activation that we talked about with Parvati? Anything from your perspective you'd like to add to the conversation?
Kundalini, life force energy, is your energy. Treat it with respect and love. Lower expectations on self to reach this goal. It happens naturally when your higher self aligns. Move body, dance. Dance good, and yes, eat fruit. Important.
Okay,
Important.
vibrational food.
Yes.
Okay. Um, we were learning that Parvati is very connected to all the goddesses in the pantheon. Are you the same with all the gods? Is there a connection there too, or how would you like to explain how you are connected to the rest of the beings we'll be meeting as we move forward in this pantheon?
All connected. All connected. All is one. But my essence has created other essences. I connect to just pure masculine energy.
Okay. Would you consider yourself a father to many in the pantheon as well? Like just you are like the father to Ganesha in a way?
Yes.
Okay. Interesting. So it's just
Yes.
so as we continue to explore the pantheon, we'll be meeting family members in a way. It's all family members.
Big family. Big family. Yes.
Good. I hope a functional one, not dysfunctional. I'm just kidding.
You're gonna learn stories.
I see that. I see it from just the Ganesha one. And so that must have been a big oopsie daisy after that story.
Yeah. Yes. But his head looked good now.
That's so
It
true.
looks good.
The silver lining, the silver lining.
He's good looking.
Okay. He's good looking, that's true. Okay, what else should we talk about? Is there any message you have for humanity? As you know, as you said, we're going through this major change tunnel right now. Everything feels up in the air, and we're all being asked to be in the moment and trust. What is the Shiva message to us out there for what is to come and how to walk this path?
What is to come is that are made of dreams, your dreams. So the moment of now is most important to stay in while drawing in the tomorrow dreams. I say, do not escape this dream within the dream. Be very intentional. Love self, love planet, love the earth, love others. I say, don't focus on future. Sit in present and view the options from present moment. If future not real, the now real.
Thank you so much, Shiva. Very wise. Okay. For the final part of this, I was going to ask the three of you to, if you'd like to fuse together and give us an activation or meditation to sort of officially start the Hindu Pantheon exploration we'll be going into moving forward.
Yes.
Awesome.
Sindoro Gambaya di ki enanaturi. We come together as a trinity, the Mother, the Father, the Son. We activate this container created for the exploration of the Hindu Pantheon. In this journey, you will find parts of yourself in each center that we explore with each group of gods that are going to come through an interview. This energy coming through this triad of wholeness is to set the tone for your journey and expansions. Om Mati Anahe, Om Mati Anahe, Om Mati Anahe, Om Ikara Arati Anantu, Hekanana Pati Etia. We are grateful for your curiosity. Thank you for being a part of this creation. Much love. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay. With love and gratitude, we're going to close this connection. We're calling all of Stephanie's consciousness, personality, and identity back into her body, replacing all the other beings we're speaking with, and she's now fully integrated back into her body. And when I count backwards from 5 to 1, Stephanie's going to wake up feeling wonderful and rejuvenated and refreshed. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wide awake, feeling wonderful all over. That was very cool.
Hi.
Hey, I'm like still mind swirling from that concoction at the end. That was powerful.
That felt weird having all three of them in there. Like as you're counting them out, like I just felt them like I'm like bye. So weird.
It's so strange.
And like they're just like and then like I see this, like as they're like leaving, I'm like,
Like, bye.
okay.
Thanks for letting us use your body. That was so cool. I find it so interesting how Shiva talks. He talks
He feels so
differently.
like he doesn't want to talk much. Like you can tell he is in
Man
like
of few words.
meditate, like he's in
But I
meditation
love
mode.
that. Yeah, he's a man of few words and he gets right to the point. I love that.
I know, and I was like did my practice yesterday, and I was like called in my team, and then it was like Shiva is here. I'm like
Mm.
Shiva's here. Like he made me write Shiva here. I'm like okay, you're here.
I mean, I want to say he's kind of caveman-y, but I mean, he is wearing, look at that Bam Bam
I
type
know, and
outfit.
he lives like in the mountain, like in
The
meditation
wild
all
man.
the time
Yeah.
with wild matted hair and snakes around his neck.
Yeah, he's a wild man, a wild wilderness man. And so Parvati's the opposite,
Yeah.
obviously. Very refined and lovely and very like eloquent. She's very cool to work with. What can you tell us about what her energy feels like?
Um, yeah, it's very unique to herself. Like, you know how you think, because like, oh, she's, connected with,
Kind of like Isis.
Isis. It would have ice. She would have Isis vibes. No, it's very unique to herself. She's very balanced and I can tell that she's just like, this is what you get. Like, just, yeah.
It's very cool. And then Ganesha, you had told me before that he has like a very like happy,
Yeah.
witty energy.
Very happy. He's like, just like, wink. Hey, I can't even do like his voice, like the way he present, like he sounds than my voice. He sounds totally different. The way, like,
Like Mickey Mouse high pitched or what?
no, just like, hey, I don't even like if I can find some sort of like elephant cartoon, like he's just
Like a voice actor
like,
character.
just a ball of sunshine and face, just like, hey, big smile, big belly, and like really happy and just
Love
like, come on, guys. But like, I'm not doing any justice to his voice because it's not high pitched. He just sounds really nice. That's what I'm trying. He's
I
like,
love that. It makes sense that he's the Apollo connector. The happy, sunny energy.
yeah, it's cool that he's like gonna be a part of like because he
All
was
the
showing up first before everything else. But like he showed up.
Yeah, and so we're our goal as we explore this pantheon. We were discussing it with Parvati last night in a business meeting, basically.
Business meeting.
But I was like, "Do you want it to be Tuesdays?" And she's like, "No, keep that for aliens. That's going to stay as like new groups are apparently going to be contacting us soon." But so Tuesdays are going to remain our introducing new groups to us all idea place, and then they want the Thursday evening ones to start to be the different deities of the Hindu pantheon.
Yeah,
But
and I
there's
think
so many.
and I don't think I mean we'll probably I think we'll probably end up just going through like the main
The main ones, I
the main
suppose.
ones and potentially like this is what I'm getting right now is because a lot of them have a wife or husband and wife or they have a pair.
Hmm.
And so what I'm seeing is like Ganesha and then the pair coming through. So we're gonna have this
Yeah.
trinity each
I posted,
time.
I posted all of them on our Discord. So if you're not on Discord, go follow because I post a lot of the images of the beings we connect with on there from the transcripts, descriptions. And so today we have connected with these top three.
Yeah.
But the
And I don't
next
think
week,
we have
so many.
I think yeah. So like we'll see who Ganesh. I intend to just connect with Ganesha every day
Okay.
as we go through this and be like, and I'll let you know like who comes up
Yeah, who
next.
comes through? It'll be a surprise.
They'll let us know. I don't
Also,
know.
ask how many they want us to feature in each of them, Because today we did three. Yeah, today we did 3 of them. Okay, so that stuff we'll have to work on behind the scenes with our production team above. But yeah, so our goal for this Thursday then is the first one of the Hindu Pantheon, right?
Yeah.
So
We just
around for us, 8 p.m. Central.
pull up your page that you got right there, and we'll
Okay,
see.
should we go? Well, the next one in the list is Lakshmi and Vishnu.
Yeah, we'll do them. Lakshmi and Vishnu.
We want to do 2 couples or
Can
just 1 couple?
it's up to it. I don't know.
Do we want to do Lakshmi, Vishnu, and Durga and Chandra?
Yeah.
Okay, that way we'll try and do 2 couples each time, so we can.
Yeah, and then if anything comes through any of them where anybody's like, I want to know more, we can do a highlight on something. So, but this we got a lot of beings to get through.
A lot. And this is just one pantheon, and this is just 20 of the one pantheon that she says has hundreds. Okay, y'all. Well, this is awesome. Sophie and I are going to be back again at 1 o'clock, so just in an hour for tandem rods practice. Yay. I got the puzzle piece. I don't know. I guess we'll be exploring more Hindu pantheon, or we can do a rabbit hole. We could ask. Let's ask the Hindu pantheon while they're still here if they want to do a rabbit hole.
We're on Discord. The Fountain of Truth is our Discord.
This is connected to Ganesh. Yeah. For the live, do you want to pick a rabbit hole from the Great Awakening poster? Yes, surprising. Do you get a yes on that too, Steph?
Oh.
Ask if the 3 we just interviewed today want to pick a rabbit hole from the poster for the live.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see what it is.